Hey, what is going on, guys? In today's video, I want to have a conversation with you about why I don't think the pump shotgun is as strong as a lot of you think it is, because you're used to an Era Season 5, and while it has received a body shot damage buff, it's also received a headshot damage nerf and range nerf if you compare it against Era Season 5. So in today's video, I want to talk about these changes. We'll do a live demo of them, and then once we're at the discussion part, I'll play some gameplay in the background, and we'll finish out there. If these live demos are helpful, please let me know. I'm happy to do more of these. I'll build a new test facility, as this one, quite frankly, needs some work, but it'll work for today's video. So, first thing is, let's go over what the statistics were in Era Season 5. The green pump did 95 body shot, the blue pump did 100, and for critical damage, you did 190 for the green, 200 for the blue, and you had an 8-tile range. That is not the case. All of that has changed, right? Green pump to the body shot damage was 101. That's actually, to be fair, a pretty noticeable buff. Sure, it's only 6 damage. What that means is all you gotta do is 2 taps to the body and you can secure a kill. That was not possible in Season 5 era. And that's honestly fairly easy to do, to hit 2 full body shots, not having to hit any headshots. Pretty noticeable buff. Blue pump, while by raw numbers it's a bigger buff, going from 100 to 110, I'd honestly say that's less noticeable. Because the blue pump in Era Season 5 could already do 100 to the body, meaning, again, you only need 2 shots to eliminate someone from 200 health. So 110 damage really doesn't help you all that much. It's a small buff, but not particularly noticeable. In terms of headshot damage, green pump does 170. That's a nerf, you know, going from 190 to 170. But I'd say that's pretty marginal, because it doesn't really affect anything. You still can't one-shot someone from 200 health. You couldn't before. Sure, it'd be nice if you did 190, but it's honestly not the biggest deal. The blue pump, though, going from 200 to 175, that's pretty noticeable, because you're just not able to one-shot people. And honestly, that's a big draw of what made the pump so strong in Era Season 5. Without that ability to one-shot, it just significantly weakens the usefulness of the pump. On top of that, there's been a range nerf. Previously, you were able to fire all the way out from 8 tiles. But as you can see here, just outside 6 tiles, we're doing no damage. Heavy shotgun still does damage. Point is that that's actually a pretty noticeable nerf, because before you were able to fire the pump shotgun from quite a ways out and get a guaranteed hit. Well, yeah, from here it's probably only going to be like 10 damage. It's still a guaranteed hit. If you fire an SMG, there's a good chance all your shots completely miss, right? If you're firing from 5 tiles, your damage is not very good, right? Well, the heavy is going to have a significant damage advantage because it still has the old range. So that's definitely another pretty noticeable nerf. So overall, I'd say the green pump is probably just marginally worse than before. The body shot damage cancels out a lot of the headshot nerf and the range nerf, but I'd say the blue pump is noticeably worse than it was before. Now, let's have a conversation about when it makes sense to be running the pump shotgun in the Yappo GPR meta, because it's very different from Era Season 5's meta. You know, if you look back at Era Season 5, I'd say the tac shotgun was definitely the weakest of the 4. You know, having a shotgun delay was pretty massive problem for the tac shotgun. I'd say the middle options were the heavy shotgun double barrel were definitely decent and competitive enough, but I'd say overall, especially the blue pump, was overall the best choice for most. Doesn't mean you couldn't run another shotgun, but you would probably take the blue pump. In this meta, I don't think that's necessarily true anymore. I still think the blue pump is definitely a really good option, and if you want to run the pump, the green or the blue, by no means should you not, because it's still a really strong option. You still have the quick draw speed, you're still going to work really well in box fights. But to say that the blue pump has a massive advantage over the other shotguns, I don't think is necessarily true anymore. As we already covered, the tac is noticeably better than it was before in Yappo G Season 5. The heavy shotgun, we haven't gotten to yet, but just as a brief summary, you're dropping the shotgun delay, losing some headshot damage. Overall, fairly similar. Double barrel, you're losing damage, but dropping the shotgun delay. Probably slightly worse. Point is, pump shotgun, I think, is going to be a good, solid option, but I don't think it's going to be the only choice anymore. And I think that makes the meta a lot more fun to play, because it means of any of the 4 shotguns, it seems like any of them are currently viable. And what you can do is, depending on the fight, if you have a pump shotgun, you can play around the other shotguns, right? Double barrel, you actually want to stay further away. Heavy shotgun, you want to stay closer up. And against attack, you want to trade 1 for 1, right? It's very interesting, because that means whenever you're getting into an engagement, you and your enemy probably don't have the same gun, and it's just going to make fights a lot more dynamic and interesting to play in Yappo G Season 5. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. He doesn't see me. Okay, I'm not sure why you didn't fully box yourself, but okay, that's cool. Let's get it. 5 kill solo, let's go.